Okay, we got somebody on here. The green bean. The green bean. Thanks for stopping by. If you can hear me, the green bean, let me know. Make sure my volume is okay. Make sure my volume's okay. All right. I think we're ready to go tonight. The green bean 222, first one here. So let me know if you can hear me. My volume's okay. If you're still here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. Just waiting to see who comes in. Anybody in? Anybody in? If you're in, put something in the comments below to make sure you can hear me because I want to make sure my volume is okay. Huh, maybe it's not. Let me see. I think it's okay. Well, if someone can type something below, okay, good deal. All right. Okay, I got a thumbs up, so I think I'm okay. I appreciate that. I was getting worried a little bit because nobody was responding. So I'm just going to wait till a few more people get on live. Hopefully, we have a decent group. Yeah, it's vertical. Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out this thing. The last time I tried to switch it up, I had some difficulties, and I haven't really tried anything else. So hey, until I figure that out, we're gonna do it like this tonight. But thank you for stopping by. Hey, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I really do appreciate your support. We are going to open up a bottle tonight that, hey, I'm excited about. I am excited about this one. Huh. Let me see who's all in here. All right. Okay. So, hmm, making sure everything's working right. So, hey, what's everyone drinking tonight? Anybody drinking on anything special? I haven't touched anything today because I was waiting on the live to have my first drink. But let me know in the comments below, what are you drinking tonight? Anything special? Hopefully a tall glass of you. A tall glass of me. Uh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Exotic, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Anybody else drinking anything special? Finish the old fashioned. Finish an old tub in the Old Glory small batch. You know, I haven't tried the Old Glory small. I have tried the Old Glory, but it's been a while and I only had a sample of it. I need to revisit that bottle because I know my guy, Major Zero, actually did a Old Glory push out about 2 weeks ago, and I need to go revisit that bottle. So thank you for putting that out there, Byron, because I need to put that on the list. Barbara Peanuts, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, you were hitting the ground running the other day, man. You had live after live after live. I tried to catch as many lives as I could until I had some other things I had to take care of. So, hey, keep up the good work, man. We support you out here for sure. For sure. Cheers. Independent Joe. All right. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Look, all right, let's get started for tonight. And I always say this. I say it's going to be a quick review because I try to do something every week. And I promise myself that I'm going to do a live stream every week. And I'm excited about this bottle that I am going to open up today because I always wanted to have one on my shelf. And I finally got one at a pretty decent price. Now, I've seen this bottle for um, over $300, and I refuse to pay secondary prices for this bottle, but I waited. And I always tell people, hey, just be patient. Be a little patient, and you probably will eventually find a bottle at the price that you want to spend if you just be patient. And I was patient, and I picked this one up in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm excited about it. The Old Carter, this one right here. Um, I have a great story about this Old Carter, and I just walked into it. I did not know it was going to happen. I was at the right place at the right time. This is going to be 124 proof, and it is bottle number 20 out of 1285. It's a barrel strength bottle in Louisville, Kentucky. Let me know in the comments below if you have an old Carter and what do you think about it. Now, let me see. Yeah, thank you, Poor Decision Pairing. And if anyone has a channel, you can actually post it down below. And before we pop this bottle open, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Uh, Barber Peanuts, I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking it's in Texas. Someone actually put on the comments on the video when I actually bought this and said it is only in Tennessee. So let's answer that question in the comments below. Is it only in Tennessee? I think you can probably get Old Carter anywhere. I know you can get it in Kentucky. So let me know if you have Old Carter in your area. You have to be okay. Oh, let's take care of that, Independent Joe. And Independent Joe, now you are moderator. And Barbara Peanuts, let me change you really quickly. And now you are moderator. So if you have a YouTube channel, post it up there. And when they post it, please follow. Now, let me tell you about this Old Carter. I was at Bourbon on the Banks, and I'm gonna call him a good friend. Tom Morrow actually got me to my first bourbon festival, Bourbon on the Banks, and I was at Justin House of Bourbon, and I was just doing my thing, shooting my videos, and I was in there just having a sip, and some gentlemen came in, and I was like, hey, I know a couple of them because I watched their YouTube video. To make a long story short, they asked me to hang with them, and I said yes. I was sort of leery about that because I just seen these people on live and I never met them in person. But I said, hey, let's give it a chance. So I walked out with them. I said, hey, I'm going to hang with you for a few minutes because my wife is at the hotel and I don't want to keep her waiting all night. So we left House of Justice. We went like a short walk down the street, and we went into this building. I walked upstairs, and when we got up there, all I saw was cases and cases and lockers and lockers and lockers and lockers of old Carter. And I did not know this was a thing. They have an old Carter club. Did anybody know that they had an old Carter club? So poor decision parents said they picked up two in Louisiana a few weeks ago. So it's everywhere. What's going on, Anthony? Um, did anybody know that they had a old Carter club? And if you did, are you a part of it? Because by my understanding, they only have like 260 something people in the old Carter club worldwide. Okay, so poor decisions parent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard this right. It's like 260 something people worldwide in this old Carter club. And I was up there with like six other people, and they had like five bottles of Old Carter, different years, and we sat down there and we tasted them all. And I was so excited to be part of that. Yeah, very, very limited membership. Matter of fact, I had a guy up there. I'm not calling any names, but he was well off, a well off guy. And I don't think he was a member yet. And I'm just here, a first responder, a firefighter, and I'm sitting up there having tastings of Old Carter. And I was excited. I probably, hopefully I will, but I probably would never be in that position ever again. So if anybody who is watching this was up there with me, I would appreciate that. I appreciate you, and hopefully next year, Bourbon on the Banks, you would definitely invite me back. But let's pop this bottle open. Let's pop this old Carter open, and let's see what this bottle gives me. Yeah, a long waiting list, poor decision pairing, and what I'm hearing is even though you want to be part of the club, does not mean that you will be part of the club. I think it's going to be like a application process. They got to review it, and I don't know what you have to go through to be a part of this club. But let me tell you this: if you are a part of this old Carter club, you are somebody. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just going to put it out there because everybody that I know who is a part of that club, they are like engineers. They own businesses. Some people own airplanes. So I mean, you talking about high money, high money. So hopefully, one of these days, I can be a part of the old Carter Club. You know, I am going to pop this old Carter because even though am on vacation, I did take a shift tomorrow. Now, being a first responder, I don't make that much money. So anytime they say, hey, Captain, if you want some overtime, take it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to make that a little extra money because we are going to Austin. We are going to Austin to do some bourbon hunting. You heard it here first. Well, some of you all probably heard it before because I think I told you, Barbara Peanuts, that I was coming to Austin. But I am coming to Austin. We are going to do some bourbon hunting. I'm excited about that. So I'm going to work some overtime tomorrow just to get my money up, just in case I find some bottles, because Southwest, they are charging now. They are charging for bags. Before bags flew free, not anymore, not anymore. So I'm going to have to make sure I have enough money just in case if I find multiple bottles, I will have to actually purchase another bag and check that bag, which is going to be probably $45. And I don't know. I don't know. Man, this world, I tell you. But let's open this old Carter. Let's see about the cork pop first. Oh, yeah. Nice cork pop. And let's put it in the glass. Before we get started, let me ask you a question. And this is a basic question. It's just out the way. Hold on for a second. Now, I was watching a video the other day about bourbon, whiskey, scotch, tequila, liquor. And that video said that most people drink scotch out of Glencairns, and most people drink whiskey and bourbon out of glasses like this. What is your opinion? Is that true? Are we just following what we see on other channels, putting bourbon and whiskey in Glencairns? Does it supposed to go in this glass? I know it really doesn't make a difference, but was this glass made for scotch? Because that's what I saw. I haven't dived deep into that conversation yet, but I just want to know what you think. Barack, what's going on? Yeah, please hit the like button. But let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Have you heard scotch was first poured in Glencairns and we just automatically start putting bourbon and whiskey in the Glencairns? But most people that bars that I go to, um, before I got deeper into YouTube, people were drinking whiskey and bourbon out of glasses like this, and they were drinking it neat. So I wonder how the switch went from this glass to Glencairns. Just a question. Yeah, yeah, the original Glencairn. Yeah, so you know about that too. Oh, poor decision, parent. Yeah, it was for Scotch. Good evening. Good evening. We are talking about. We are going to taste the Old Carter. This one here, sitting at 124 proof. But I had a couple of questions before we got started, which I'm thinking I'm getting the answer to. Scotch was actually drunk out of Glencairns before whiskey was. And for some reason, we are starting to drink whiskey out of Glencairns instead of glasses like this. Just a thought. But let's give it a twirl. And let's put it to the nose. Man, dark fruit and a vanilla. Man, you should smell the nose on this Old Carter. 124 proof. It does not smell like it's going to drink at 124 proof. Now, my mouth is watering because this is my first sip of the day, and I've been waiting on this all day. Let me tell you, I've been waiting on this all day. I said to the wife, I said, I'm not going to drink anything until my first live stream because I want my palate to be as neutral as possible because I want to put this first thing of alcohol, Old Carter, on my tongue. So let's give it a try. Cheers. And it does not smell like it's going to drink proof on the bottle. Cheers. Mm, that's good. That is good. A little caramel, cinnamon, sweetness. It really doesn't burn going down the palate. It's balanced. Man, you can sort of taste some dark fruit on the back end, and it does not drink like it's going to be 124 proof. It really doesn't. Now I've heard great things about Old Carter, and when I was up there sampling, I heard some backstories and some good stories about the old Carter, and I think this is a bottle you should definitely have on your shelf. Let me know in the comments below How much does the old Carter cost in your neck of the woods? Aaron said he scored a JD Heritage Toasty yesterday. Hey, crack it open. Crack it open, Aaron. Let us know what you think about it. Yeah, that look, Barbara Peanuts. I tell you, the first sip of the day, I love when had my first sip of the day because it's like, man, I don't know. I love that first sip of the day, and especially with a bottle like this, very good bottle. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you have this one and how much is it in your neck of the woods. Mm, that is good. For some reason, I'm getting a orange flavor. Mm, wow, that is good. That is good. I'll tell you, um, no old Carter in Oregon. Okay, I tell you, I waited for a very long time. I've been bourbon hunting probably a year and 10 months, and I seen this old Carter on shelves, and especially here in Tennessee, but I think they were like 3.99, 4.29, and I refused to. If you watch the video, you seen it $199. And I think that was the cheapest that I have seen. You probably have seen it cheaper, but that's the cheapest that I have seen in my area. And I had to pick one up. I had to pick one up. Jeremiah, I don't know what you're talking about, but I bet I know why. Why? just to just to say why. Why? Okay. Decision pairing. You said MSRP. I paid about MSRP. Okay. Yeah, I've seen them much higher, and I was not going to take that chance for the prices to go back up. And when I see a deal like that, I say I gotta get it. Jigs, what's going on, Jigs? Hey, today we are drinking the old Carter, and I got this one, Jigs, at in Nashville, Tennessee, at Vintage. This is sitting at 124 proof. Now, I think Jigs, have you tasted the old Carter and what you think about it? I know you a bourbon connoisseur because I know we talk about, or I listen to you talk about bourbon a lot with Barbara Peanuts. So yeah, so what you think about the old Carter? Have you tried it yet? And if you have, what you think about it? How much is it in your area? And what you think about the 199 price that I paid for it? Just for kicks and giggles. I just want to see your opinion. Jaleel, good evening, sir. I saw your last video too. But I tell you, the more I sip on this, I think the better it gets for me. And I wonder when I revisit this bottle, because this is going to be a bottle that I'm just going to nurse on until I get me a second one. Is that good? Is that good? And I wonder when I revisit this bottle, maybe next week, sometime after Thanksgiving, I wonder if it opens up, if it's going to be even better. Man, that's very good. Very good. Um, Depending on the batch. It says Tennessee dash 4. I need to look up this. I had to tell you the truth, I haven't done any research on this old Carter. I haven't. But to backtrack really quickly, 199 is a good price. I just paid $200 for my bottle of old Carter, cheap as I've seen. Okay, so I'm right there in that sweet spot. Brian, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And if anyone hasn't hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. Put the bottle up to the camera. Here we go, Barber Peanuts. Hopefully you can see that. And let me turn it to the back really quickly. This one right here. Okay, I have not seen any of them under 279 plus tax. So, hey, I really think I got a great deal then. I really do think that I have a great deal, especially from what I get from the nose and the palate. I think this bottle is very, very good. Just for my own purposes, because I like to know where people are at. So if you don't mind, put in the comment below, what state are you watching from? I just want to see how far that my channel is getting out there. Okay, Jig said it's definitely worth every cent. Yeah, for sure. Tyler, how much is that old Carter in your area? Okay, we got North Carolina, Virginia, DC, Louisiana. Okay, good deal. I haven't been to a lot of places. I will be in Austin soon. Texas. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. So I appreciate everyone who has stopped by. 300 depending on the store. So Tyler said the old Carter is about 300 depending on the store. So I got it for $199 and I'm excited about that. I should have probably bought another one, but I'm thinking they are probably coming down in price around the Tennessee area because Poor Decision Pairing is in Tennessee. I'm in Tennessee. They got it for $199. I got it for $199. And we pretty much a good distance away from each other. So I'm thinking in Tennessee, this bottle is going for $199. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alabama, they taxing. They taxing. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. Man, the sweetness on this bottle. And it's not drinking at 124 proof. This is one of these bottles that you can actually sit down, drink it neat. If you smoke cigars, it will pair good. Now, the question will be, do you pair it with a sweet cigar or do you get a more bolder cigar? Even though I like the sweeter cigars, I would probably smoke a bolder cigar with this because this is sitting on the sweeter side, which I love. I love, but I think it will go great with a bolder cigar. I might try that. Not today because I gotta go to work tomorrow, but I might try that the next time I revisit this bottle. I just finished off our 3-Kentucky batch. So yeah, I should have picked up a backup. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't do that, especially with bottles that I know that I might like, or I know that they are hard to find. I know I got it at a great price. I don't know why I didn't pick up a backup. But hey, paying $400 at a liquor store, that's probably why. You talk about 199 times two, walking out of there $400 plus tax. I don't think I was ready to spend that type of money, especially if I had a few more hunting spots that I was going to go to. Okay, Aaron. Okay, good deal. Good deal. It's great with most cigars. Fat Bottom Betty, yeah. Jury States is my go-to, but the Jury States is more on the sweeter side. Even though that's my go-to, they on the sweeter side. I was wondering, would it pair better with the sweet cigar or bolder cigar? And Aaron says, hey, uh, Maduro wrap cigar is very complimentary. Okay, I haven't smoked one of those yet. I'm gonna look into that though. Hmm. Mm. Very good bottle. Very, very good bottle. So again, let me know in the comments below, what are you drinking tonight? I really want to know. What are you drinking tonight? Let me see what else that I can pop open tonight. Okay, Aaron, I got it. Let me try to screenshot that or see if I can remember that. Heaven Hill, Ball and Bond 7 year. You know, you can't really go wrong with that Heaven Hill for sure. You really can't. Let's see. Do you want to see the Copper and Cast? This is going to be a Buster store pick, or we can open a Pursuit, a Copper and Cast, or we can open. Let me see what else. Hmm. I don't know. Let me see. Patrick, what's going on? What is going on? We're trying to figure out what other bottles we can potentially open tonight. Looking around, looking around. Uh, Trying to figure out something that I haven't tried yet. Haven't tried yet. Uh, hmm. Let's see. Something that I haven't tried yet that I'm willing to open tonight. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to figure out a bottle that I'm going to let you all decide which one to open tonight. I want to make a fair battle, and let's see. Do we have anything over there? Okay, here we go. Just picking up one. We have a Maker's Mark private selection. This is a CNC store pick. This one, we have a Copper and Cask 6 year old. This is going to be a Buster store pick. This one, or we have the Pursuit. And I got this one on my last bourbon hunt when I was in Nashville. This one. Which one of the three do you think I should open tonight? The next bottle. Pursuit, Copper and Cask, or Maker's Mark store pick? Which one? Which one? Drop it in the comments below. Which one do you think I should open next? Maker's Mark. I got one for Maker's Mark. If I don't have another one, I'm going to open up this Maker's Mark. The Green Bean 222 said Maker's Mark. I got a Pursuit. Jig said Pursuit. I got one Maker's Mark, one Pursuit. Yeah, yeah, Barbara Peanuts. I know. We got a Maker's Mark Pursuit. We got a Copper and Cast. We got two Maker's Mark. We got two Maker's Mark, two Copper and Cast. Okay, so we are neck and neck with Maker's Mark and Copper and Cast. We got okay. We tied. Two Pursuit, two Maker's Mark, two Copper and Cast. Okay, we got another. We still tied. Maker's Mark Pursuit Copper. We still tied. We 3-3. Yeah, Patrick, I've tried that old Carter, and let me rate that old Carter for you, Patrick. 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. I'm going to rate that old Carter at 8.9. At 8.9. Nothing gets a 10 in my book. Open all of them. I got to go to work in the morning, so I cannot open all of them. I can only get the Maker's Mark, so I can only. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We have the Pursuit, and this is going to be 108 proof. And I think, let's go with the Copper and Cast first. I think I see more Copper and Cast than United, but let's open this one. This is going to be Buster Store Pick, Field 2000, November 2016, 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. Let's go. Let's go. And to answer your question, Barbara Peanuts, I don't know why people like that. I don't know why people say open all your bottles. I mean, eventually I'm going to open all my bottles, but I can't open all my bottles one at a time. And I know a lot of people say, well, you got a lot of bottles, man. You need to start opening up your bottles. It's not really about opening up bottles for me. It's really about the hunt, uploading videos, and talking to people about what I did or what I like and what I don't like. And I have like two jobs. Some people say I have three. So I can't drink all the time. And I try to limit my alcohol because I'm 50 years old. And if I start drinking every time I come through these doors, I will be no good at work. So I try to limit my alcohol intake. But let's pop this Copper and Cast open. Let's see what we got. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. And uh I think Jigs, I don't know if you and Barbara Peanuts was here or Patrick was here with the conversation we were having about the Glencairn versus a regular glass. I saw a video that people were saying Scotch actually started, people started drinking Scotches out of Glencairns, and we were drinking whiskey, bourbon out of glasses like this. And for some reason, things got switched up, and now we start drinking bourbon and whiskey out of Glencairns and scotches out of glasses like this. But before it first started, it was different. And I just found that out. I just thought that was weird. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to try the Copper and Cast out of glass like this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't make any difference. I just retired, can drink freely, and my liver says, hold my beer. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. That Copper and Cast, I've had multiple bottles, not like this one. This is a busted store pick, but I've had a few bottles of Copper and Cast, and I enjoyed them. They were pretty good. Pretty good. Again, for those who haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button because I'm asking for your support. I'm trying to run the year out and trying to get, look, I know this is a stretch. I know this is a stretch, but I think that I can get it or get very, very, very close to it. And that's 10,000 subscribers. What you think? I think I can. I think I can. I'm going to start putting out multiple videos because I'm going on vacation. So I'm going to have some time to go to different liquor stores that I haven't been before, um, get some good content, post some good content, and hopefully talk to some people, do some different things on this channel, and hopefully I can get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year or close to it. So if you are on here right now and you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do that now because a little old fashioned is asking for your support. Let's go. Um, the copper and cast, 6 year old. It does not drink as a 6 year old. It still drinks a little young, in my opinion, even though the color is there. And I'm gonna tell you what I did wrong. I'm gonna tell you what I did wrong. I was just going to talk about this old Carter tonight and just leave it alone. Have a couple of drinks of this, um, talk to some people, answer some questions, and get off live. And that was all it was going to be. So I popped this one first. That was a mistake. Why? Because this copper and cast is not living up to that old Carter. And I know it wasn't, but I should have reversed it. I should have drunk the copper and cast first because now I still remember how that old Carter tastes, and I'm sort of disappointed about this bottle. Now, is it a bad bottle? No, it's not a bad bottle, but it just doesn't have that um, that sweetness, that finish that that old Carter has, the boldness of that old Carter. It's totally two different finishes from the copper and cast and old Carter. But I knew that. We need to meet up. I got some good stuff. Okay, Green Bean. Yeah, I know. Jigs. I know. I know. I did not think I was going to open up this copper and cast. I thought I'm just going to talk about some old Carter, get in, get out. But I did not follow what I was going to do tonight. And I popped this copper and cast. And now it's like, it's not living up to my expectations, but I kind of figured that. Found the Green River single barrel store pick. That's just fantastic. Now, I haven't found a Green River that I did not enjoy. I'm not going to say that overwhelmed, that was like very, very, very good, but I haven't found a Green River that I wouldn't suggest someone to not pick up or to pick up. I think Green River is pretty good. The best streams are unplanned. You're right. You're right. But I tell you, Independent Joe, some of my first live streams, especially the one on my 50th birthday, I took it. I'm not gonna say I took it too far, but I popped probably five, six, seven bottles, and I stayed on here probably about two hours plus, and I got lit. I got lit, and I said, "Hey, I need to slow up. Let's slow up just a little bit, just a little bit." Thank you, Green River. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Now, a lot of people, if you've been following my channel, you know that I love a good dark beer. Does anyone have any Dragon's Milk in their refrigerator? I love a good bottle of Dragon's Milk. Do y'all mind if I go get a Dragon's Milk? Will you wait just a second for me to go pop or go get me a Dragon's Milk? Go for it, sir. Yeah, I'm going to Austin for my wife's birthday. Yeah, for sure. Tell you what, give me, give me a half a minute. Give me a half a minute. I'm going to get my dragon's milk. I'm gonna be right back because I had it in the freezer and I just wanted to make sure it's really, really cold. I was going to ask the wife to bring it, but I think she's on the phone because I hear it in the bedroom. She's on the phone. I don't want to get her off what she's doing to bring me a beer on live stream. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I know. I love dragon's milk. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that or not. You see that frost on that bottle? Let me wipe it off a little bit. You see that frost on that bottle? I just got it out of the freezer. Man, look at that thing. It's been calling me. Oh, yeah. Let's pop this thing open. The colder it gets, the better it goes in the glass. The Cowboys winning? Are the Cowboys winning? I don't have the game on, but someone says, well, they come back by the Cowboys. Here we go. I like to pour my beer like this. As you can see, it's dark. And since it's been in the freezer, it does not make a lot of foam. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. A lot of people like to open up their beer and tilt their beer glass to the side and slowly put their beer in the glass like this. If you are doing that, in my opinion, you are doing it wrong. Why? Because you actually want your beer to foam up to the top. You want as much foam in your beer as possible. That's why you pour your beer like this. And the reason why is all of that stuff you want to actually air out and come out of the glass. If Okay, here we go. Here we go. Somebody was calling me. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. But let me go back to what I was saying. Um, a lot of people like to tilt the glass and put the beer in the glass, but you want as much foam as possible because you want all that foam to air out, and so it won't be in your stomach. A lot of people get like burp and get all the air in the stomach. The reason why is you pouring your beer wrong. You're pouring your beer wrong. Someone's called. Yeah, yeah. Somebody was calling me. Dark beer needs a good head. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You need to get all the air out of your beer before you drink it. If not, you're gonna start feeling bloated and you're gonna start burping all that stuff up because you poured your beer wrong. And I know back in the day, I seen my parents do it, lean the glass over, tilt it, ease that beer in there. And I found that not too long ago that was the wrong way of doing it. But look at the color. Look at the color of that dragon's milk. Dark chocolate. Very good. Very good. And it's a stout bourbon barrel aged 11%. 11%. Cheers. Man, you can't beat that. Can't beat that. Mm, I haven't been to Oktoberfest. No. Yeah. Hey, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I appreciate your support. I really do. Really do. Now, I've tried some other dark beer, and believe it or not, I do take you all suggestions. When you suggest something, I do write it down, and I go out there and look for it. I might not pick it up on my next hunt because I might see something else that I think I want to purchase, but I do listen to you all. I do write the comments down, the suggestions that you have down. I do write that down, and eventually I'm going to get to them, but I have a lot. I have a lot that I want to purchase, and I have a lot that you all suggest that I purchase, but I only have a limited amount of money. So I'm just going to have to make sure that the stores I go in, I make the purchase that benefits me at that point in time. Get yourself to Ireland. I wish I could. I wish I could. Eventually, I'm going to go to Ireland because I'm pretty sure they have some great beer there. Guinness. Um, What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. Guinness is a great beer. If I can't find anything else, I would drink a Guinness. A lot of people don't like Guinness, but I like Guinness. I really do. Yeah, this is my personal bar, Uncle. Yeah, for sure. My personal bar. Yeah, I think I did great on that old Carter Patrick, because when I'm hearing that old Carter in some areas are like 250, $300, so I'm excited about picking that one up for $199. What bottles do I think are overrated? The first one that comes to my mind, a lot of people won't agree with me, is going to be overrated. It really is. When I first saw the John Wick, I thought it was pretty cool. He was drinking the Blantons. And when I first started bourbon hunting, a lot of people were talking about Blantons. And what I realized when I got 3 or 4 bottles, that it's not worth it. That's definitely overrated. Another one, in my opinion, that is overrated. You might not agree with this. The Roller 12. This one was very, very, very hard for me to find at a price that I was going to pay for it. But when I finally got the Rella 12, I wasn't that much impressed about it. Even though it's a decent pour, I think it is overrated, especially for the price people want for it. If you can't get this at MSRP, hey, don't buy it. Don't buy secondary um, Rella 12. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Again, this is all going to be my opinion. Now, Creek 12 is better. Let me see another bottle that's overrated. Let me tell you a bottle that's underrated. And I can tell you who's going to agree with me with this. I know that Barbara Peanuts, you are going to agree with this statement. Jigs, you might agree with this statement. Poor decision parent, I think you might agree with this statement. And this is a bottle that I think is underrated. And I tell people all the time, if you can find this bottle at close to MSRP, this bottle is a bottle you should take to parties. This is a bottle that you always should have on your shelf, and that's going to be the Eagle Rare 12, 10 year, the Eagle Rare 10 year, my bad. This one right here. You know, this Eagle Rare 10 year, it's affordable. It's a 10-year-old. It has a great taste, a great finish, and I don't think you can beat it, especially if you can get it at a great price. Very good bottle. And the bottle looks good. I mean, it's a nice looking bottle also. When I used to take these to parties and they pull it out of the bag, they always look at it and say, man, 10-year-old, man, this is some good stuff. And, I say, yeah, it's some good stuff, even though I know things are out there that are better. But for a 10-year-old, if you can find it at a closer MSRP, you can't beat that. I'm always going to have some Eagle on my shelf. I haven't, Patrick. I haven't. Yeah, Barbara Pina say, drinking it right now. Thank you. Happy holiday week. Yeah, appreciate you. Have a good Thanksgiving yourself. Eagle Rare 10-year. Yeah. I take that. I take the Eagle Rare 10-year to parties. And when I go to parties, I always bring liquor. The Eagle Rare 10-year is going to be my first suggestion to bring to parties. But if you wanted to take it down, that's just a little bit more. What I mean by take it down, it's still going to be a pretty decent bottle, but people are going to love this one also. And that's going to be, this is another bottle you should take to parties that I think a lot of people are going to like. It's a 100 proof bottle also. It's bonded, the Old Granddad. You can't go wrong with the Old Granddad, especially if you want a decent pour at a decent price that you are willing to share with anybody and everybody. The Old Granddad Bonded is going to be a one that I suggest that you take with you. Because if you sit that down and people start to drink it, because it is very good, and people start to drink it, and next thing you know, you only have one sip out of the Old Granddad, but you only pay under $30 for it. So it's not a big of a deal. Not big of a deal at all. Heaven Hill Bonded is my favorite. Yeah, Heaven Hill is a great bottle. That's one of the bottles that I started off of. Hey, Ray, what's going on? What's going on, Ray? Ray, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. If anybody over here hasn't done that yet, I'm asking for your support. Let's go. I'm from Brazil. Good deal. Good deal, Ray. I appreciate you stopping by. Really do appreciate you stopping by. We are tasting the Old Carter, which I think it is a fantastic pour. If you can find this Old Carter, um, I got it for $199. I should have bought two, but this is a great bottle. Great bottle. Um, I'm not going to say it's probably the best bottle that I have on my shelf, but it's very, very close. I'm just going to wait uh, about a week and a half to revisit, to let it open up and see if it changes a little bit. But this is a very, very good bottle. I gave it I gave it a 8.9 out of a 10, and nothing gets a 10 in my book because nothing is perfect. You know, Aaron, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. This Russell's 10-year here, I found it in Nashville for $37, I think, on my last video for $37. And you are so correct. So correct. If you can find this one close to MSRP, this is one that I suggest that you have on your shelf also. You cannot beat a 10-year-old bottle, 90 proof, 37 bucks. Very, very, very good. So thank you for reminding me of that. Tyler disagree with you about the Rio. Huh? What did he say about the Rio? I missed that. The Black Label Old Forester. I don't have a Black Label Old Forester, Patrick. Not yet. Not yet. I need to find that. Cooper's Craft, 100 proof. Yep. Cooper's Craft. You're right. That's another one. That's another one. It's tons. Well, I'm not going to say tons, but there's a lot of bottles out there that you can actually pick up if you don't want to spend a lot of money. And you can look at the comments below. Cooper's Craft is one of them. The Russell's another one. The Old Granddad, the Eagle Rare. Mark, I tell you, if you find an old Carter, you won't regret it. Especially if you can find about a 199, that price range, you won't regret it. Okay, Aaron. Yeah, yeah. That Cooper's Craft for sure. 100 proof for sure. Can't go wrong with that. Again, I said I was not going to stay on here long, and I'm going to keep my word. So, for those, I keep saying this because I have a goal. I have a goal to try to hit 10,000 subscribers by January the 1st or the end of December, preferably January the 1st. I have a goal. And to meet my goal, since I'm going to be on vacation, I'm going to Austin, Texas. I'm going to do some bourbon hunting there. I'm going back to Nashville. I'm going to Crossville. I'm going to Clarksville. I'm going to different places, and I'm going to try to get as much footage. I'm going to try to buy as many bottles as I can. I'm going to try some different things. I have some plans. I don't know how they're going to work, but I'm going to try them out just to see if we can make that go. Woodford Reserve double oak is super overrated. Yeah, yeah. One more bottle. I see what you're doing, Barbara Peanuts. I see what you're doing. Yeah, I see. Still Austin. I don't have any Still Austin on my shelf. That might not be a bad thing to do. How do you think the bourbon industry will adapt to bringing in more potential bourbon drinks? Giving me the drinks. I don't know, Brian. I don't think bourbon is going anywhere. I know bourbon has its ups and downs, but in my opinion, I don't think bourbon is going anywhere. Um, when I was growing up, I know gin was a thing, tequila was a thing, whiskey was a thing. Then it came back down to light liquor, and then I mean it has its ups and downs. But I think bourbon has enough people who like it that it's not going anywhere. Now the prices might go down, but eventually they might go up. They're always coming out with some new stuff. People are always going to hunt for the stuff. So I think it's just going through a phase right now, but I think it's not going anywhere. That's just my opinion. Cheers, HD. Appreciate you. Lions won in OT. Still Austin. I'm definitely going to pick up some Still Austin. Now the question is how I'm going to get it back to Tennessee. That's the question. Depends how many bottles, because I'm packing light. I'm packing light. Ben Holiday, Rick House. Okay, good deal. Right now, I'm drinking some Dragon's Milk that I got out of the freezer. Oh yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to leave now. I think I'm going to leave. Barbara Peanuts, we are definitely going to hold off on that another opening of bottles. Pour me some. You can get Still Austin, Tolerance, and Brentwood. Okay, Justin, I will remember that. Okay, I'm gone. For those who haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button because I'm asking for your support. But for those who have already subscribed, I appreciate your support. Until then, I will see you on my next live stream. Let's go.